Hi there, it's Uncle Laurie here, back with another shave. It's Sunday today and it's about just after 9 o'clock in the morning here. And today is Father's Day in Australia and New Zealand. So today I'm going to dedicate my shave to my late father, who passed away just over 7 years ago now, at a ripe old age of 91. So let's hope I can get to that sort of level. My father was an Old Spice man, which is pretty typical for that era. And I have his mug. This is his original Old Spice mug, and he used to have a puck of soap in there, similar to what I'm using today. I don't have any Old Spice soap, so I'm using this, which is Cyril R solid soap. Just so happens that if I wanted to, I could have put that in the mug, but the mug, I don't keep soap in the mug normally. It's more for display, but today, as a dedication, I'm going to use the mug to make my leather and sort of simulate the way my father would have made his leather in the mug. Also, I'm going to use a Gillette SuperSpeed. Now, this is the same model my father used to use to shave with when I was a youngster in the 50s and 60s. Oh, and that's 1950s, that is, 1950s and 60s. So we're going to use that. And this one dates back to about 1950. I've also got the case for it, which is a little bit knocked up, but an original case. That's why I call it a 1950, because that's about the time they brought out these plastic cases. What else we're using? Now, yes, to the brush. I'll just shake it out. I'm using a Semogue Boar Brush, because my father used a white hair boar brush. This has got just a tinting in it, but it would have been very similar. So I'll put that back in the soak. And that's it. Alright, we'll move over to the leather spot, overhead camera, and we'll make the leather. Alright, here we are, overhead shot. As you can see, I don't know whether you can see it, but there's a small amount of soap I've squashed in there. It's about 1 gram of soap, scrapings. And this is my dad's original Old Spice mug. You can see the Sholton, where you can see it, the Sholton label there. I also have Dad's original Old Spice cologne. It's about half full still. You can see it's Sholton. This would be about over 40 years old. So let's get into making the leather. Now, I haven't tried this with this mug yet, so it's a bit of an experiment. So here we go. So I've got a moist brush. More of a damp brush. I shook out most of the water. So we do what we normally do. We make a little bit of paste first. Keep going. Now, Dad would probably have taken that and put that on his face. But I'm sort of a modern traditionalist and we'll make a nice looking lather. If we can, in the mug. Yeah, Dad used to use pretty much a wet soapy mix on his face. I don't know how slick it was. We've got about 5 ml of water in there at the moment, plus the water that was in the brush. It's a bit bubbly. See if we can knock them down a bit. I'm not used to these smaller bowls or small mug. We do the best we can. I think we add a bit more water. We're struggling a bit. We'll just keep adding water, a bit more water. Oh, it's starting to look a bit better now. A bit more bubbly than I would have it. But I don't think I can get it down in this mug. So we'll go with that. And we'll work on it on the face. Alright, back from making that leather. It's not too bad, a little bubbly. I'm sure we can work with that. I've already got my pre-shave on. We're still using the Lucky Tiger. It's called liquid shave cream as my pre-shave. Now this bottle I've had probably for 7 years. It's a really old bottle and it's about half full. So that's why I'm using it up. Now let's have a go at this. Well, this brush feels nice. Got a nice light lavender scent coming off. I'm sure my father will enjoy the scent. It's not an Old Spice scent as such. Let's see if we can get a bit creamier. Yeah, it's better. Certainly a very pleasant scent. It's about mid-range scent, 4 or 5 out of 10 aroma coming off. Scent strength. Alright, let's get a razor. Oh, I haven't got a blade in it yet. I'll just, so we'll just, it's a twist to open. I'll just put a blade in there. I'm going to use the Wismet blade from the other day, so this will be a second use. shave. So I've got the blade in there now. Let's check the alignment. Looks perfect. Split the head, and there we go. There's a mild razor. Very little blade feel. Actually none at all. I can hardly, can't feel the blade. I've got about 2 days growth. It is cutting down. Yep. Yes, I actually tried to use Dad's razor when I was in my late teens, in the early 70s. They just cut up my face. And you know, feeling it today, you wonder how I could have cut my face up. Just young and inexperienced. Then I tried to use the TRAC II that came out at that time. And I had a bad time with them as well. So I moved on to electric razors after that. So that's what I used during the 70s. What happened on this day? Well, do you remember the crocodile hunter, Steve Irwin? Well, on September the 4th, 2006, he was killed in a freak accident whilst filming in the Great Barrier Reef. He was hit in the chest with a stingray's barb, which pierced his chest, and of course the venom from the stingray went straight to his heart and stopped it. Really a freak accident. Anyway, Owen was an Australian zookeeper, conservationist, television personality. You might have heard of him in the Crocodile Hunter series. I don't know whether it still shows on TV now and again. It was very popular in the time, which is 1996 to 2007. A series called The Crocodile Hunter, which is a bit of a contradiction, a bit of a contradiction of names, because he wasn't actually hunting, he was more conserving and informing people about, you know, animals. Dangerous animals in particular, like crocodiles. snakes, reptiles, and other reptiles. His father and mother were also, what do you call it, ecologists, and they started a zoo, or we call it natural park, wildlife park, in the 70s, early 70s. And that's where Steve Irwin learnt his trade from his father, who started teaching him at a very young age. And actually, fact, at the age of 9, for a pet, his father gave him a 5-foot python, venomous python. Oh, sorry, across the grain. That's a nice residual building up there. It's not too bad. You can see it's a little bit bubbly, but it seems to be slick enough. What else can I tell you about Steve Irwin? He's survived by 2 children from his wife. Oh, what was his wife's name? Was it Linda? I didn't write his wife's name down. Oh, Terry. Terry, his wife's name. Have 2 children. Bindi and Robert, and they are also wildlife environmentalists. Now that they're older. This brush is nicely broken in now. It's I've worked on it a bit. Very nice soft tips. Very enjoyable. Oops, sorry about that. Let's see if I can turn that off. Quickly. Okay, that should fix that. Right. Final pass. What else can I tell you about Steve Irwin? He was born in 1962. I think it was Ferntree Gully suburb of Melbourne. Actually born on his mother's birthday, on her 20th birthday. And then they moved to Queensland in 1970. That's the time when they started up the park, which is about 80 kilometres north of Queensland capital, Brisbane. And then Steve Irwin took over the management in 1991 and renamed it the Australian Zoo in 1998. His TV shows, including the Crocodile Hunter, got shown in over 200 countries around the world. So he's quite popular at the time. He used to say, what was it? Crikey, mate, this is a great adventure. Something like that he would say. Crikey, mate. Oh, that feels really nice. Now the residual did dry out pretty quick, but there is soap on my face when I wet my hands. We'll just do a little bit of touch up in the normal spots. I actually wasn't a big fan of his shows because I thought he was a bit too cheesy. But a lot of people like that sort of character. I'm doing a bit of buffering. It's very mild razor, so buffering is no problem. Even a bit of J-hooking. I don't normally use J-hooking. Or the Gillette slide, in which case you're sliding the razor on an angle along your face, so it has a bit of a guillotine effect. I use all those techniques, but the J-hook is probably the least one I use. Alright, that feels pretty good. Like I said, it dries out quick, but a wet hand, yeah, there's soap left. Not bad soap. I get better results whipping it up with a bit more water in my bigger bowl. Looks pretty good. I don't see any weepers, irritations or anything. You might see a red mark there, that's just there all the time. It's not shaving irritation. I don't know what it is, it's been there for a long time. Just a red mark. Alright, I'll just rinse off. It certainly feels nice on the face. And the rinse, the slickness is there. Let's quickly go around with Alum, get some feedback. About a level 3 just around this throat area. Otherwise a level 2, level 1. That's 3 out of 10. Just in this spot here. For some reason, oh, that's where I did the J hook. I think, or attempt to do a J hook. Yeah, I don't do well with J hooks. That's why I don't use them very often. Better off with the Gillette slide or the buffering. Alright, I've got a little bit of lather left over. I'll put that on my face and go and have my shower. Then come back and do the post shave. It's not too bad. Okay, back from the shower. Lovely shave. Damn fine shave. It's not a BBS. It's can't get, well, I'm unable to get really close to that razor, but definitely a lovely shave. Very smooth. Alright, we'll go and start the post shave with a bit of witch hazel with some menthol crystals. Probably something my dad didn't do. At least I don't remember him using any. What else? We'll put the Natio Calming Aftershave Balm on now. A little bit goes a long way. Which is alright, I'll just put some on my elbows. Yep. And then what we do? Actually, we'll go over the products we used. We used my father's old Spice mug. And as you can see, there's still a little bit of soap left in the bottom there. So I only put 1 gram in there. So that's probably why it was a little bit, not as creamy as I normally would have it. Normally I would gather up that whole gram into my brush and put about 20 ml of water in it. But today I only had about 10. So for me it's probably a little bit underhydrated. The soap we used was Cyril R Salter solid shaving soap, which is a lovely light lavender scent. Brush we used was my well broken in Semogue 1305, I think the model is. Lovely brush. Pre-shave we used Lucky Tiber liquid shave cream. And the razor was the Gillette SuperSpeed one-piece razor. And final ingredient, of course, we have to use a bit of allspice. Now this is the modern version, made in India, I believe, from Procter & Gamble. Gamble, yes. Actually, this one says it's made in Canada. I think. It could be the bottle, of course. Lovely. Oh, it's a nice scent. It's not the original scent though. I have the original scent as a cologne. My dad's Old Spice, as you can see, from Shorten, out of England. So I'm going to put a little bit on my wrist. Oh yes. Yeah, that's different to the classic, modern classic one. Oh. Use that very sparingly. Like I said, it's probably about half full. Alright, that's my show today. Thank you all for watching and have a happy Father's Day.